And in our final story, we shift our focus to Nepal, where the pro-monarchy sentiment remains on the rise. As protests demanding a return to monarchy continue to simmer, the former king, Gyanendra Shah, has also called for the restoration of the constitutional monarchy in Nepal, releasing a video message on the eve of the Nepalese New Year. Now, Shah expressed sorrow over the killings of 2 people during last month's pro-monarchy protests. The former king called for an implementation of a multi-party democracy under a constitutional monarchy as a feasible governance setup for Nepal. Referring to the shifting nature of Nepal's prime ministers, the ex-king said that Nepal remains trapped in the cycles of political dogma. The former king also called for unity among the Nepalese people and said that the country's people must not be divided by ideology or identity. Since the 18th of February, Nepal has seen several episodes of pro-monarchy protests where people have rallied for the former King Gyanendra's return to the country's corridors of power. On the 28th of March, these protests particularly turned violent in the capital of Kathmandu, leading to the killings of 2 people, with several injured amid reports of widespread arson. Now, members of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli's ruling coalition accused the former king of masterminding these protests. They also seek to hold him responsible for the loss of lives during the protests. The former king, Gyanendra, was crowned monarch in 2002 after his brother and family were killed in 2001 royal massacre. He ruled as the constitutional head of state until 2005. In 2005, he seized absolute power, and with that, he disbanded the parliament, jailed politicians and journalists, declared a state of emergency. And in 2006, massive street protests forced Gyanendra to give up his authoritarian rule. 2 years later, in 2008, the parliament voted to abolish the monarchy, as Gyanendra was forced to leave the royal palace to live the life of a commoner. Now, King Gyanendra's fall was widely seen as another beginning of democratic revivalism in Nepal, where poverty, corruption and underdevelopment remain key challenges. But over the years, Nepalese people have shown frustration against the lack of political stability in the country. The country has had 13 governments since the monarchy was abolished in 2008. Now, many blame the state of political instability for revived support for the monarchy in Nepal. Others asked if going back to the past is an answer to the current set of problems faced by Nepal.
There is no other option but to come out and protest. Even after the country became a republic, nothing changed. There has been no development in the country. Corruption is rife. There is no peace and no job opportunities.
Current mobilization, pro-monarchy mobilization, is based on popular frustrations and expectations. My question is, where there is no dissatisfaction, do people wanted to move back to the situation where they have come from?
The current Nepalese constitution, implemented since 2015, does not specify any governance role for the monarch. Now, the former King Gyanendra's call, a constitutional monarchy, is set to intensify the debate on the monarchy's role in modern-day Nepal. Is Nepal's hard-won democratic future going for a toss?
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
For votes
not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.